Welcome back to Scouting for History. Change of plans. We went to one house this morning. A guy invited us over. Real nice guy. His house turned into a tiny postage stamp size place. So I finished it in about half an hour. You'll see it right after this intro, this new intro. But now I'm at a house here, a 1920s house. Well, the house backs up to a park. And apparently there are people who are coming later to unload bow hunting things. It's a good thing I'm wearing orange. So, but again, house built in 1920s. We'll do this house, but first you'll see the dig from the other house. So again today, the trusty NoktaMakro Simplex and my new go-to coil, the SP24. Really like this better than the other coil, so, or the stock coil. So. On we go. First good fun, bring you out. And the first signal of the day, a hunk of copper. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'll clean it up and see if I can figure it out. It rings up really high on the machine. I thought I was digging a silver quarter, but no, not quite. All right, well, on to the next. Well, I was about to call it quits in this little tiny backyard, and then I came across, I believe it's a tiny little sterling ring. It must be for a kid or a baby or a tiny human or a hobbit. I don't know. But finally, something cool. All right, well, we'll take it. We'll look a little longer, but this is such a tiny yard. I've done almost all I can. I may head over to that other house nearby. So. I found a couple of these tacks. They sound great in the hole, but not so great when you dig them out. Well, first find here at the new place is a crusty zinc penny. Gotta be better. Well, that's not what I was expecting at all. I don't know what it is. Some kind of piece of machinery, but we'll clean up, see what it is. Well, it was a kind of a scratchy signal, but I always dig them. I dig everything. And it's a penknife. That's cool. I'll clean it up, see if I can get any markings off of it. But I think that's the first good find of the day here. Well, I got a nickel. Now, I had 4 signals just like this one. And they were foil and a nail and just junk. But you got to dig the junk to find the cool stuff. I don't know the date on it. It's just a Jefferson. But you got to dig everything if you want to find stuff. Well, it's a religious medallion. I'll clean it up, see what we got. It's just aluminum, but I know the owner here. He's a good friend of mine. I'll see if he wants this. Good. On to the next. Well, I keep getting the same signal. It's been flashing over and over and over again, but I keep digging it because you never know. Some kind of a guy on a horse, it looks like. I'll see if there's any more of it. It looks like he's missing his head. But that could be cool. We'll clean it up. We'll see. Well, I hope I'm not jinxing it, but right here I'm getting a good silver quarter signal. Fingers crossed, say a prayer. Oh, I love when they pop like that. It is a silver quarter. Cool. It's just a Washington, but hey, I'll take it. You know what I say, a day without silver, day without sunshine. And we got a little bit of blue skies today. Getting a real good signal here. Wait a minute. What do I see? Oh no, that's not it. All right. Let's find out what it is. All right. It's in the plug. And it's a Merc. Awesome. Looks like a 1936, but hey, I'll take it home, I'll clean it up, and you'll see it right here. Off to a great start here. Well, I didn't live dig it because I was getting a grunt, a real significant grunt of iron after a real good squeak high tone. It sounded like a silver quarter, and it certainly is. This has made my day. And of course there's no date on it. I don't think. I'll have to clean it up very carefully when I get home, but cool. This is only the second Standing Liberty quarter I've ever dug, and the last one I dug, the homeowner took it. So this is cool. This is going in my collection. I turned off the camera too soon. I scanned the hole before I put the plug back, and there was a buffalo in the hole. Yeah, how could I miss a buffalo? They're huge. On to the next. And I'm always surprised at how many bullets I find in suburban yards. I've got a nice little collection. And here's another one. Cool. Well, I'm not sure what it is, but it was ringing up about a penny signal, and it's very light. I'll clean it up, see if it's anything interesting. Probably not. Well, right next to that piece of junk, I was getting a squirrely high tone, and I thought it was just a penny or a piece of junk, but it's another Merc. Cool. Excellent. I'll clean that up. You'll see it right here. Hello. Well, that's a shame. I was getting a nickel signal, and I dug down, and unfortunately I broke it. It's a little glass bottle with a tiny little top. So, well, that's a shame, but I'll clean up, see if I can't just glue it back on. Add it to my collection. Tree people across the street working hard, so I didn't turn the camera on for this little nugget. It's another Mercury dime. Cool. I was getting a weird signal, like 59, 60, and those are really unusual. I dug it, and it's one of those smushed pennies, but it is really old. It's green, so I'll clean that up and see what it's a souvenir of. That's cool. Another possible silver dime right here. And look at that. I love when they pop like that. It's not a silver dime. It's a Washington quarter with a wheat penny. Awesome. So that's why it was ringing a little lower than a quarter, is because it was with the penny. Awesome. I'm not sure what it is, but it was a medallion at one point. You can see the loop on the top, so I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. Well, that was tough. I was getting a signal under this flagstone. It sounded like a silver quarter. It's just a hunk of flashing. Well, it was a lot of work. It's our old friend Poison Ivy. Awesome. Stay away. Well, that really had me going for a minute. I thought I found something silver. It's not. Alright, on to the next. Important safety tip. Look before you dig. Or before you grab. Well, that's the granddaddy of them all for copper flashing. It's huge. Well, hey, it'll go in my copper scrap bucket. That's probably $1 right there. I had to fight a root, but it was worth it for a silver quarter. I've lost count of the number of silvers. I'll do a wrap-up at the end. I haven't had a day this good in a long time. Well, my YouTube name is Scouting for History, and I just love it when I find any kind of scouting memorabilia in a yard. And I just found this awesome little Cub Scout pin, or charm. That is cool. I'll clean that up. That'll go into my Scout collection. That is awesome. On to the next. It's hard to find light to show it back here, but that looks like a gas shut-off key. Really old. Out here in the backyard. Cool. It sounded great in the hole. Well, it was a ring. It's broken now, but I'm not sure whether it's silver or not. Well, we'll clean it up and we'll see. It's sure cleaning up very nice, but it's very thin, very fragile, and very cool. All right, so I had a penny signal, and then a penny signal, and then a penny signal. So you gotta dig the pennies. You never know what they're gonna be. On to the next. Well, I'm not quite sure what it is. It's very heavy. It was ringing up as a silver quarter, but it's obviously not a silver quarter. But it's probably something pretty cool. So we'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. It's some kind of old porcelain fixture. I'm not quite sure. I'll clean it up, see what I can find out. That's pretty cool, but on to the next cooler find. Well, I just found the world's tiniest hammer. It's a ball peen hammer, and it's tiny. It must be a kid's toy or something, but that's really cool. Well, I'm not sure what it is, but it's cool. It's got some writing on it. It's from New York. It's a brass company. Art Brass Company, New York, I guess. I'll have to clean it up and see what we have. That's cool. Well, I was getting an awful signal, so I didn't live dig it, but it's another Washington quarter. Cool. Oh, nuts. And I was getting a scratchy signal, and I've got another silver. And it's another Merc. Awesome. Awesome. What a great day for silver. Well, that's saying something. That's my first clad dime of the day. Well, that's going to do it for today. What an awesome day. Probably I think it's my best silver day ever. I'll have to go back and look. 5 silver quarters, 4 silver dimes, what I think are 2 silver rings, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So, what a great day. What can you say? So, all right, stay tuned. See you on the next adventure. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So, all right, see you in the next time.